drumming, no time to whine. If you think this is hard, just wait till the end. This sure gets worse as is the usual trend. It's bend or break fingers flowing like crazy. Make no mistakes, don't you dare get all clumsy. Clap, clap, think you're up to the task. Think you got time to smile and bask. We're going minimal, digital and completely lethal. It's a gamble, a hassle, a razzle, dazzle. But wait, here comes the final. Digit on the drums, don't you ruin the mood. Clap back on the beat, finger licking good. Go down on the snare, pretend you're drowning. Boom boom goes the bass when you start banging. Fingers crossing, working up to the climax. Smack that, tap that, maximize your impact. No butterfingers here, we won't go slower. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. If you're no drummer, this is the place to be. Using your finger all the way to glory. Follow the rhythm, snap, snare, kick the beat like an algorithm. You'll soon get it. Tap your fingers like a human jackhammer. If you miss one out, don't act like a loser. Get back on track before you mess it up. Fake it, make it, and toughen up, buttercup. Now focus, you can't afford to miss a beat. Stay with me, you ain't got time for any tweet. There's more coming, you should stay in line. Here's more drumming, no time to whine. If you think this is hard, just wait till the end. This sure gets worse as is the usual trend. It's bend or break fingers flowing like crazy. Make no mistakes, don't you dare get all clumsy. Clap, clap, think you're up to the task. Think you got time to smile and bask. We're going minimal, digital and completely lethal. It's a gamble, a hassle, a razzle, dazzle. But wait, here comes the final. Digit on the drums, don't you ruin the mood. Clap back on the beat, finger licking good. Go down on the snare, pretend you're drowning. Boom boom goes the bass when you start banging. Fingers crossing, working up to the climax. Smack that, tap that, maximize your impact. No butterfingers here, we won't go slower. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. If you're no drummer, this is the place to be. Using your finger all the way to glory. Follow the rhythm, snap, snare, kick the beat like an algorithm. You'll soon get it. Tap your fingers like a human jackhammer. If you miss one out, don't act like a loser. Get back on track before you mess it up. Fake it, make it, and toughen up, buttercup. Now focus, you can't afford to miss a beat. Stay with me, you ain't got time for any tweet. There's more coming, you should stay in line. Here's more drumming, no time to whine. If you think this is hard, just wait till the end. This sure gets worse as is the usual trend. It's bend or break fingers flowing like crazy. Make no mistakes, don't you dare get all clumsy. Clap, clap, think you're up to the task. Think you got time to smile and bask. We're going minimal, digital and completely lethal. It's a gamble, a hassle, a razzle, dazzle. But wait, here comes the final. Bitches on the drums, don't you ruin the mood. Clap back on the beat, finger licking good. Go down on the snare, pretend you're drowning. Boom boom goes the bass when you start banging. Fingers crossing, working up to the climax. Smack that, tap that, maximize your impact. No butterfingers here, we won't go slower. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. If you're no drummer, this is the place to be. Using your finger all the way to glory. Follow the rhythm, snap, snare, kick the beat like an algorithm. You'll soon get it. Tap your fingers like a human jackhammer. If you miss one out, don't act like a loser. Get back on track before you mess it up. Fake it, make it, and toughen up, buttercup. Now focus, you can't afford to miss a beat. Stay with me, you ain't got time for any tweet. There's more coming, you should stay in line. Here's more drumming, no time to whine. If you think this is hard, just wait till the end. This sure gets worse as is the usual trend. It's bend or break, fingers flowing like crazy. Make no mistakes, don't you dare get all clumsy. Clap, clap, think you're up to the task. Think you got time to smile and bask. We're going minimal, digital and completely lethal. It's a gamble, a hassle, a razzle, dazzle. But wait, here comes the final. Bitches on the drums, don't you ruin the mood. Clap back on the beat, finger licking good. Go down on the snare, pretend you're drowning. Boom boom goes the bass when you start banging. Fingers crossing, working up to the climax. Smack that, tap that, maximize your impact. No butterfingers here, we won't go slower. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. Grind up till you're feeling on fire.
Fire. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Are you on fire?
Fire.
On fire.
That's-
Hi. Hello.
Hello. That's the most 2017 thing we ever said.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. No,
Tell you feeling on fire.
feeling on fire.
Hey, Adeline.
Hey, Adeline. Hey, Kit.
How's
hello,
things?
hello.
Doing.
Doing.
Fire.
Fire. Yes.
We have a MOOC.
We have a MOOC right at the start today.
Hello.
MOOC said, stream time. I'm
Stream
in.
time. Hello over here. Hello.
Aw,
Yes, the big cat is here.
Tato.
The big boss.
Aw,
Ah,
fluffy boy. Yeah.
exactly. Big fluffy boy.
Big fluffy boy.
Like 6.5 kilos or something.
That's fine.
I know yours is bigger.
Yeah, she's a unit, a whole unit. She definitely is. But yeah.
So,
So
this week we were tired.
this week we were busy or tired or both,
Yes.
depending. So don't expect miracles, but we do have nice things
Hey.
to show.
We made progress.
We made progress, as you may see from the title of this stream. First, big news. The hole is gone.
The hole is
The
gone.
hole is gone. We have no more seams, visible seams on the
Yeah.
map. And that's so cool.
That's a very big
It's a
news.
very big and good news for us.
Yes.
We do have a new terrain to show,
Yeah.
and no freaking true.
Yeah.
The
No
hole
fucking
is
true.
gone. No fucking true.
Up. Look at this.
Look at this.
This is the new world.
Look at it.
I can. Let
New.
me see if I can make it bigger. Bigger.
It's even fresh. It's all here.
Look at this.
New map. Hoodies.
Yeah. It's sort of the same map, but it's smaller a
Yeah.
little bit.
A bit smaller.
And
Yeah.
but it's mostly the same. It's a little more completed than last time, since
Yes.
the last time we discovered a hole and stopped touching it.
Yep. Yep, we saw the hole. We went like, we cannot correct that. We're gonna have to start over. Let's not finish that.
Yes, and we took a 3-week break from the map for a while. But now things are moving forward.
We have a better terrain.
Yes.
No more hole. No more fucking trou.
Spots are vaguely implemented, sort of like here will be something, here will be something, here will be something.
Here is supposed to be something, and we'll
What
see
that
what.
exactly is, we are not entirely sure yet, but
Not yet. We have ideas.
we have
Plenty of them.
ideas. We've written them down.
We have.
So
And also on top of that, we not only have ideas, we now have ingredients and stuff to
Yes.
put in there. Because while I was very, very busy this week, so I couldn't really devote much time to the project, I still managed to do a few things. And one of the main things was integrating what I did the week before. So we now have all the trees, all the rocks, all the elements I've created are in the game,
yes, wait,
are
there's something
usable. We
over
can
here.
start to populate the game soon.
Yay.
And so I made a little thingy to test them together.
A little scene to show
See.
everything at once.
One of each is there
Yeah.
with
look at
the
them. Let me just
fresh
move a little
additions.
slower.
Look, we have dead
Ooh.
logs, stumps, trees, dead trees, rocks of all sizes and shapes.
Bushes of love.
Yes, bushes of love. Well, I'm not satisfied with the bushes, but we'll come back to that.
Wait, can I go through
but
this one? No,
yes.
not this one.
No, this one is not
This one.
hollow. The other one that's in the
I
water.
can do something crazy.
Yeah, we can do.
Ooh.
Ooh. We can do that now.
I should make an opening sequence cutscene like in Ocarina of Time, where you're the fairy that flows through the scenery.
True. Yeah. No, we're not doing it, but it will be funny.
No, we're not gonna make
We-
that.
we-
That
I mean, it could be a video. Could be a video for promoting it. A
ah
little bit of a trailer thingy. Maybe
yeah,
we could have that. You know,
that's a good idea.
that's a good idea.
That's a good
Note it
trailer
down.
idea.
Write it down. Write it down.
Up. Trailer idea. Ocarina of Time fairy camera move
Yay.
through the log.
The
Voilà.
log with 3 O's.
I've written it down.
It's written. Okay, we might not forget it.
It-
Maybe with luck.
Will we do it? We'll see.
Well, we'll see.
Depends on how much time we get.
Yeah. Also, something you might see now is we've changed the water.
Yes.
The water has changed and fits the game better.
We have
Look at it.
pretty water now.
Pretty water. It was already pretty, but now it's better. It's still, we're not fully there yet. Like, we still have a few things to edit with it.
Yeah, the
And
color
work
and
on it.
stuff is not perfect. The reflections are a little strange.
Yes. A little bit too detailed for the reflections so
Yeah,
far.
like the reflections are more detailed than the actual trees.
Yes.
That's a little
So,
weird.
that's a bit weird, but we're gonna adjust that because Seb spent a lot of time trying new shaders, mixing shaders together,
Yep.
making tests and stuff, so that we would have not only a pretty water, but a water that would fit the rest of the visuals of the game that we have so far.
I think it
and,
does now.
Yeah, it does. Now it really, really does, but also still having pretty reflections and stuff that we liked. So yeah, it's been busy. It's been busy.
a busy week.
Busy week. Because on top of that, yeah, I had an event, we had work.
Yes.
We were a
Oh,
bit tired. Hey, welcome.
hello, Seju Fender Raiders.
Hey, hi. I hope you're well. Welcome.
Hello.
Bonjour. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, darlings. Anyway, welcome. I saw you were testing games from the Eastern Game Festival or something.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, there were. I saw a few images that were a bit weird, so I'm interested in in what they tested.
I'll have to look that up.
Yep, I think you're gonna like that. I'll show you.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were testing a few things right before the streams. So hey, hi.
Hello, everyone.
But yes, we now have everything we made in the game so far. We have still a few things to build, but
Yes.
most of it is
This
there.
is still an ugly block.
This is still an ugly block, but it's gonna.
Hopefully, this is gonna be the mission for this week. I hope is to fix this and make it into a nice looking dock,
Yeah.
something that you can
Mhm.
walk on, and that's nice and wooden, a little rickety and pretty. We'll see.
You-
I've been learning Blender since today, and
Today.
it's gonna be a lot.
It is. It is. For those of you who are just joining and don't know who we are Small Dreamers. We're Seb and Mew. We make small games in a small amount of time, and this is week 4.
Yes,
We've been at this for a month, so
Ooh.
far so good.
a
Honestly.
full month. We did a full month, and we
Yeah.
didn't kill each other. Pretty good.
Yeah. Good job. Good job, us.
Yay! And we made progress. That's
And
even
we made
better.
Progress, even better. So yes, you're gonna dive into Blender with me.
What did I do? Okay.
You're gonna dive into Blender with me starting this week.
Yes.
I'm gonna finish creating vegetal stuff. I think so.
Yeah,
Herbs, grass,
Nice grass,
flowers,
nice herbs, and flowers.
mushrooms, things
Ooh,
that are gonna
mushrooms.
add, a bit of diversity on the ground and give a bit of life to the environment. Because so far you can see we only have white rock.
It's
texture
a
at the ground.
little barren so far.
It's a little barren, yes.
We have one
but,
pretty area, and that's here,
yeah,
and that's not at all gonna stay.
absolutely. But
All
yes,
of this is gonna go.
as you can see, for those of you who are just joining, we do not have a hole anymore. If you were there the previous
Yay.
weeks, we finally resolved the issue with the
There was a hole over there.
fucking
It's
trou.
gone. It's not just hidden. It's gone.
It's gone. We have remade the entire map. At least
Yes.
Seb has.
I remade
Thank
the
you so
entire map.
much. Thank you so much for taking.
It's a little
down-
smaller.
Yep.
But it's globally it's around the same. You like the hole?
Yeah, no.
Well,
Yeah, no.
we didn't.
No.
And I'm not gonna make it one.
You could fall through it while walking.
That's
We're
not a good
keeping
idea.
it. We'll add something like that in another game, maybe, but not this
Yeah.
one.
Or
No way.
yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, as you can see, we made a lot of progress on that front. Better map, new terrain, lots of new elements added, integration, and then the rest of the time we were busy.
Yeah.
Basically,
We were working.
we were working. In your case, I was hosting a thingy.
That's
in my case,
sort of work.
yeah, but I wasn't paid. So
Well,
yeah, but that was
volunteer work is still work.
okay. Fair enough. I worked hard.
So yeah.
So yes, but yeah, now we had a little bit of doubt on
Mm.
both sides.
Oh yeah, I was very tired this weekend, so I took a break, reinstalled Morrowind, and went for a stroll for like a couple days.
Nice. That's a good idea because you've been accumulating this and work
Yeah,
for the past 4 weeks. That's a lot. That's a lot of hours doing
it's
things.
been a lot of work.
Yeah, that's really not easy to manage. So honestly, I'm all for you taking all the whole weekends off.
Yeah, but I still want to make progress because there's still a lot of stuff to do. So
Yes.
I'll try to find some hours here and there.
Yeah, but I'd rather we add 1 week to our delay than
Of course.
you know.
Of
You know.
course.
You know.
I don't want to
We
burn
said
out
it in
on
the trailer. No crunch.
no crunch, no burnout on the first game, especially.
Especially. But yes, no, accumulating both things is a bit
Yeah.
difficult. So
Hopefully, I have like 2 more weeks to go, and then I'll have a break. So we'll see.
hopefully,
Then I can work full time to finish this thing off.
fingers crossed.
We'll see.
We'll see. And anyway, you can get some rest anytime you need. You know, we can always reduce the scope if we need. We can always
Yes, of course.
review what we have and what we need, and scale it
Yeah.
to what we can do actually with the time we have. Because yes, as usual, we do not want to make ourselves sick
Nope.
doing this. We enjoy doing this and we want to keep enjoying doing this.
The goal is to make a ton of games and not just one and burn out and stop.
Please, let's
Please.
not.
If you hear a cat, that's normal. That's Blue.
That's Blue.
He's
Little
the
bit
cat that you can see in the lower right of the screen,
Yep, that's
and
our.
he's over there screaming. And we don't have a camera for him yet, but we'll figure something out at some point.
Still haven't thought about it. We've been talking about it for 3 weeks now, and I still haven't set that up. But anyway,
Set up Blue Cam.
Blue cam because Blue it tends to stay nearby when we
He's
stream.
here and he's screaming and he's very active and
He wants
fun to
play.
look at when he's interested by a laser,
Yeah, he is.
which is the only thing that interests him. So
Fair enough.
that and food, of course.
Fair enough. On my side, I still have a few doubts about vegetation. Exactly, like I made a few attempts at making bushes and vegetation, and I'm still not fully satisfied. So I think we're gonna.
I like this one.
I like this one too,
This
but it
one
was
is pretty.
but that's the latest attempt, so that's why.
Yeah,
That's when I decided, okay, never mind. I do something else. I
These
tried
ones
something
feel a little garden.
Yeah, it's the flowers. If you hide the flowers,
It's better if you remove the flowers. Yeah, I tried
Yes.
it. If you
It's-
remove the
it looks
flowers,
better.
it's good.
it's much better.
This one is very usable. No
But
problem.
I wanted to keep the flowers to see what they looked like in
Yeah,
engine.
of course.
So I'm still keeping them for now, but I'm gonna delete them from the models.
Yeah, you could always
So-
reuse them and put them in the grass. Somewhere.
Exactly. I think that's what I'm gonna do, or something similar.
Yeah.
Because I like them. They work very well for how simple they are.
Yeah, the size
So,
and the
It's just a
the
plain.
the shape is good.
Yeah, they do not have an actual volume.
No.
They're just flat and deformed.
Yeah.
So I'll see what I do, but yeah,
We'll
I'm not
see.
satisfied with that. So I'm starting to reach the limit of the way I've designed things so far,
Mm.
which was good for big things. But now that I have to make little details and things that are supposed to look good from up close and stuff, I'm having a little bit more to think about.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
that's
Small-
good.
smaller
It's-
things
it's-
are
It's
great.
important to also think
Yeah.
about. Hello, Eleonora.
Hello.
How's things?
But yes. So
Welcome to our little game. Hey, thank you for the follow, Dookie Glock.
nice. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? You're fine.
We're doing good, and we
Yes.
have more followers and stuff.
I'm-
That's great.
I'm very tired.
Yeah,
Personally,
I'm tired
very
too.
tired.
It was good to not be working today.
And hey, Lemonade.
Hey, Nate. How's things?
Yes, it's been a tough week for both of us outside of the game, so that's why the game didn't. You don't see something. Well, I mean, you see a whole new map, so still, actually, no, never mind. We
that-
did great.
That took like 2 days. And I spent some time refining and adding in paths that are not permanent at all, but just like roughing in small paths and then modifying the terrain to make stuff happen. To know, okay, here's going to be this thing. There's going to be a path. If there's a path up the mountain, I need to create the small zigzaggy bits and stuff. So I basically started with a rough terrain. And then went in like, okay, I'm gonna put a path here. Okay, let's go zoom in, make some adjustments, look at it, go down, and just modify it slowly.
You can hear the 2 days of work in your tone.
Yeah.
I love that. You can see that here.
I did
We
it
did
here
that,
and
I
did
did it
this and then
here.
that.
That's the tone of someone who spent hours on the thingy, adjusting and trying things. I recognize the voice. And also, stop calling me out, Eleanor, in chat.
Always
I
tired.
am always tired. I know, but more than usual.
Yeah, a little more
Notably
than
More
usual.
than usual.
It's what you get when you take in 2 jobs. It will be better
Will
at some
be
point.
better. Yep. And also to answer Dookie's question, I don't have any idea. I am not a technician.
It sounds bad,
Sounds bad. Good luck.
but
Cannot do anything
maybe
for
you can fix it.
I don't know.
If you delete the disk, normally it's possible to recover it.
I think so, but I really.
I don't know. I'm not technically. I'm not.
Hardware
technically
isn't
good.
my thingy.
No,
Software might be. I may be able to work out something, but hardware,
I don't know.
I don't know.
If it's broken, it's broken.
It's broken.
Anyway,
All right. So yeah, that was this week.
that was this week. That went pretty quick. But
Pretty quick,
yeah,
yeah, but normal. That's normal. We
that's normal.
don't have as much to showcase because
No.
we had less time, and also like the map was a big thing.
Yeah, this week I'm gonna
So-
try and I'm gonna learn Blender. When I'm bored of Blender, I'm gonna start making forest. Now that we have trees, I'm gonna be toying around with a plugin that's called Scatter, Proton Scatter.
Yep.
That basically you set up a bunch of items that you want, and then you say, I want a bunch of those over here, and you set up a zone. Like I'm gonna making a forest here, up, and you say, okay, put 1,000 trees down, and he just puts them there, and then you can adjust it, create paths and stuff. It's very fun.
It is. It should be, at least. It sounds fun. It seems fun.
Mhm.
We're gonna see how fun it is.
We'll see once we put in like
start.
15,000 trees how the game works, but that's a
Right.
problem for future us.
Future us. 1 week from now.
Hmm?
That's the issue with
We'll be
having
saying,
a
okay, we had
very-
to remake the map. Now it's smaller because, well, I'm not so good with code yet, and optimization is not something that I know well.
Yeah, it's but I love we continue saying it's a problem for future us.
Mm.
Future us is probably 1 or 2 weeks max down the line
Yeah,
because small deadlines. Future us is very near actually. So it's
yeah. It's a problem for future us in a couple weeks, but we're gonna get there, and it will work, even if it's not gonna be the lushest forest ever or something. It will work. I know that it will work.
It should. It should.
The tests I've made are pretty fun, so we'll see. You'll see those next week. IT hang out in sewers. What? Oh, okay, I get it.
It's
Okay,
not
okay.
IT. Yeah,
No,
no.
I
There's
get it.
there are puns happening in the chat.
That's fine.
they're going IT eat references and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm vaguely following what they're saying, but I'm a bit far from the screen with the chat.
We should make this bigger. I don't know how to
zoom
do that.
in. Just zoom in.
Can I zoom in?
Control plus your scroll. You will.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Make it bigger.
Yee, we're finally able to read you. Hey guys.
Hey, hello. We're not
Hello.
alone. See, there's people watching us.
Oh wow.
Oh no. Okay.
But yes, so next week you're jumping into Blender.
Yep.
And I'm continuing Blender. We're still on. We're still on with Blender. But yes, we have less and less things to do now. We have to populate the map.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna focus on adjusting the last things for the water
Yeah.
and painting the map, adding a bit of colors and stuff, so that we can have a better idea of areas and you know color schemes of each.
Yeah, we have the
Um,
paper the drawn map still. Let me just show that real quick.
Yep.
This is the plan.
The plan is
This is the plan. This is the map Mew drew like the first week.
2 weeks ago.
So this is
It's-
here's gonna be this kind of forest. This is gonna be pines. This is gonna be interesting spots. This is gonna be this. This is gonna be cliffs. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff still gonna come.
And now that we have a terrain that's made in the engine, it's probably gonna change. So that's fine.
course.
So we're gonna, have new ideas coming in and new inspirations.
Mm.
So that's I think I'm gonna have a bit of fun with that because yeah, I'm kind of
It's good to take a little break from Blender as well if you need to, and work on
Yes.
something else for a bit.
yeah, but technically I did work on something else.
Yeah,
I was out of the game and the development process for like 4 days, so that's fine on this end. It's just jumping back into it.
Yeah,
so
of
I'm
course.
gonna start something small.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to have another 3D creation stream. I think that would be nice to have
Yeah,
that.
that would be fun.
So maybe this week. I don't know. I'll see.
Mm.
Might go outside instead, touch grass, real grass. I don't know.
Don't know
Could
what
be a good
real
idea.
grass looks like anymore.
Me neither, and I need to model it. So I need to create some grass for the game. So I need to go touch some real
So
grass.
go in the park next door and just go take some pictures of grass and go like,
Oh, that's what it looks like. I had forgotten about it.
is this what nature feels like?
I'm gonna do that while walking home later.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit dark, but sure. It's finally we're finally at a point where it's still daylight when I get out of the stream here on the week. So that's cool. I can take the shortcut through the park.
Yeah.
So that could be fun. Nature is a hoax. I know, right?
I've never seen nature. I don't know what it is. I never go outside anyway.
Me neither.
I'm too busy.
Too busy. Yeah, same. We're making a game. We don't have time for this.
That's not what we decided when we started this.
Shh. It's fine. I've never ever touched grass in my life. I'm fine. Absolutely. Yes, same. Same here. Ew. Touching grass. Ew.
Ew.
But yeah, we worked a lot on that. Do you want to show maybe the attempts you made with the water shader?
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
we have pictures of that.
I have pictures somewhere.
Because we tried to change the water, and we have now we have something that pleases us a bit more.
I made something with the reflections. That's the first test, and that was basically we had water with reflections that are quite pretty, and I couldn't figure out how to change the water to make it look like the water we wanted to. So I removed all the water elements from the first shader and just kept the reflection bit. And the hack I used is there's 2 layers now here in the water, even in the final version that's in the game now. There's one layer that's just the reflections, and then a little bit higher is the layer with the actual moving water texture.
You actually
That you
have
can see
double water.
Yeah, if you go
Bit
here,
like double rainbow, but
and there's right underneath. I don't think I can show it.
it's
It's
very,
very close.
difficult to get.
Y-
There it is.
See, the dark blue is the reflection layer, and the other layer is the water.
So it works.
But I put them as close as possible without causing visual glitches and stuff.
Yep.
And it works pretty well.
Works pretty well. Now we need to adjust the reflections.
Yeah.
That's just it. But yeah, you did a few attempts. Yeah, it's fancy. I know.
It's a little hack, but it feels like a hack, but it works, so that's good enough for me.
Good enough.
It's a
It
game made in
works.
10 weeks. If we had
Absolutely.
a couple years, I could learn stuff and make it better. But I'm learning a lot. While I spend a full day trying to mix the water shader and the reflections shader together by copying and pasting and figuring out what value did what and stuff. And I learned quite a bit, but it in the end it didn't work. I don't know why. At one point it worked, and then I changed something, and I don't know what, and it doesn't work anymore. And I couldn't get it back, and I don't know how. I tried to retrace my steps and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the way the little white blobs are generated that fucks with the reflections. I'm not sure.
Can't say.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway, I like how the water looks now. It's very pretty.
It's very nice. It's very. Yeah, it just fits the rest of the game better.
Yeah, and I like how you can adjust the glow of the white bits. Should be a way to adjust them even in code, so we could make them brighter here and softer there and stuff like that.
Oh, that could be fun.
Like if you walk into a certain area, there's suddenly much more glow, or I don't know what.
It could be a bit.
It's a lot, but stuff is possible, so we can think about it.
We can think about. Okay.
Because I know you can adjust the glow, and since there's the code is accessible for us, it should be accessible by code somewhere. I just need to find the formula, and it should be working.
Could be.
We'll
honestly.
see.
We'll
Maybe
see.
for the cutscenes or something that there's some glow or something. We'll see.
Be fun. Be fun. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I know. I've started playing around with the colors and stuff.
Mm.
Still not getting to a point where I'm satisfied. You cannot see what are the tests I've made because I didn't push them on the main branch. I was just playing around. So I didn't save them. But yeah, there is a.
Yeah.
We're finally having an effect that is really fitting, I think.
Yeah.
And now we need to adjust the reflections so that they don't look as detailed.
Here's another test I made with reflection. This one is very pretty.
It looks very
This is a reflection probe. This is basically the Godot way of doing mirrors. But they don't work with transparent stuff. So it would basically have to be a metallic sheet put under the water or something, but then they didn't work, and I couldn't figure it out how to make them work. So
also reflection probes tend to be very
expensive,
heavy,
yeah,
expensive memory-wise. So
yeah, but you can render them and have them be baked into the scenery.
That would be weird because
then
depending where you are, the reflection is not the same.
I don't know.
Angles and stuff.
It seems to be working fine. It seems to be possible, but since it's a cube mesh that's generated
maybe.
that uses the reflections and stuff.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But it didn't work with the water, and I think that Godot has not yet activated and implemented the reflections on water yet. So you're You basically have to use a hack,
Yeah, okay. That makes
so
sense.
that's fine.
I think that's the shader we use for the reflections is also very hacky. in
Yeah,
that
it's
way.
quite there's a lot of stuff happening that I didn't understand.
Yeah, they did an amazing job, but
Mm.
yeah, it's they put a lot of effort and time into it. You can tell.
Yeah, it looks very good, so it's good to be able to use it, and
Yeah.
it will be good enough for this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. We do not have to have a perfect water shader. We just
No.
have to have a nice looking one that doesn't
Exactly.
feel neither too boring nor too repetitive,
Yeah,
but also isn't too attention grabbing because
Mm.
that's not the point.
no, it's not the main focus of the game.
Yeah.
Even though you spend a lot of the time on the water and stuff, it's not Sea of Thieves.
I know. We've already had this discussion 2 weeks ago.
We cannot make Sea of Thieves in 10 weeks. It's not possible.
Play Sea of Thieves again.
And there's no way we can make Sea of Thieves better than Sea of Thieves in 10 weeks.
True. Also,
And I don't want to.
even in a few years, we wouldn't be able to.
No,
The
never.
game's been out for a while, and they keep adding to it.
Yeah,
So yeah, we would have trouble.
It's impossible. That's not for us. But
And it took years to develop. So yeah,
yeah,
Nope.
yeah. Scoping is important. And that's way out of scope. We don't have waves. This is a flat plane with small shimmery bits on it
and
that
that's
do not
it.
move.
That's it, and that will be
It's a quiet lake.
it. What we can try is working on the
The waterfall?
water effect. The waterfall, sure, but the water effect on the canoe.
Oh yeah, we need to work on that.
We need to work on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
could be fun.
because for now
You know,
it's
to
just
continue the water theme we
yeah.
have going on.
Yeah, because for
Right
now, for those that haven't seen it,
Yee.
let me just boot up the game real quick. Play. Oh wait,
Oops,
I'm not
nope,
at the
nope,
right spot at all. The boat is far away. Oh no.
We were
Well,
testing things. a
we were
bit.
testing things. The character is not at the right spot at all.
Oops.
Where is he?
Oopsie.
Here's the player. Player, where are you? You're not supposed to be there at all. You're supposed to be over here
There we go.
somewhere. Up. Oh no, he's gonna be in the water.
Underwater. No.
I can do it.
He will drown.
No, it's gonna be fine.
My little player, no.
We need to put him closer.
Yeah, that's
Up.
real-time testing.
Yay. Look at me doing
Enjoy.
it. Great. This should be
Okay.
working.
This should be better.
Let's see. Let's show
see
the
that.
little waves.
All right.
Play. Ah.
Oops.
Oh, something is weird.
I think you arrived in the middle of a collision or something. Probably.
Everything's fine. I spawned
Everything's-
right in the middle of the rocks. Where's the? Where are we?
You slipped
Over
on
here.
the rock or something.
Yeah, I
maybe.
fell into the water.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just on the side of it, I guess.
I don't know. I think I moved
Something.
backwards and I didn't like it.
Ah, maybe, yeah.
I don't know. So I had a bug the other day where the controls were inverted for some reason, and it was really strange.
Oh,
I need to look into that.
okay.
I thought I'd fixed it. Oh wait, I know what's happening. There's a controller here
Ah,
with a cord.
that's what happened.
So yeah, we have now small little speed cones that you can see once I turn around. Once I speed up, there's like little
This-
cones on the water.
The little blobs here that you
Yeah.
see are actually the tops, the round shade, the round base of the cone
Mm.
that are, becoming bigger when you
Yes.
row.
I could try and model those.
Row your boat. Yeah, I can make.
They are heavily inspired by Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Yep.
I basically looked at a video of the Wind Waker and saw that it was two cones in the front of the boat that grow bigger when the faster you go, and I recreated that in like a couple minutes. It didn't take that long.
Yeah, no. Now we need to dress them up with the actual effect.
Yeah.
So I need to look into that because I want to.
Yes.
Mostly because I want to see how it works.
Yeah, yeah.
And how to
I
make
want
that?
to. I want to make them pretty as well because I like the
Yay.
idea of them. They're maybe a little bit too big for now, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll adjust them. But yes, that could be a cool, fun plan for this week for me.
Mhm.
Playing around with the water reflections and that, and doing a bit of FX
Yes.
on top of herbs and grass and stuff. But that shouldn't take too long unless I still hit a block of I'm not satisfied with how this looks,
Yeah.
which is a thing that I so far was very happy with the things I was making, but I'm hitting the limit of that, which is normal.
Of course.
Had to happen at some point. It happened this week,
Yeah.
and I was tired and busy with other things, so that explained that. Of course, I didn't have as much creative juices
Mm.
going, so that helps.
That's fine. That's
But
fine.
yeah.
That's fine. We're 4 weeks in.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 weeks in.
It's cool,
I can
it's cool.
count. We're 4 weeks in. It's normal to start to get a little tired.
Yeah, no, it's cumulative because we don't do just that, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, and also it's our first game, so we're figuring out how we work, how the rhythm goes. We are basically making a big Excel sheet behind the scenes that we're working on, and that is going to be the basis for the next game. And there's going to be a lot of stuff that we don't have to make anymore next time,
Yes, there's that also.
and that's going to be fun.
So
And
yeah,
that's going to be it's a lot of setting stuff up and figuring things out and getting into the groove of things.
Yeah, basically behind the scene, we're setting up the whole structure of how we work in terms of paper trails, let's say it like
Mhm.
that, documentation,
Yeah.
the way we exchange things, the way we keep track of things we've said.
Mm.
So far, it's a good thing that we're only two of us because
Yeah,
we do
there's
a
only
shit
two
job
of
at
us.
that, which is a thing.
It's good there's only two of us because
Yeah.
we know vaguely what we're working on, and the game is not too complicated, so that we can basically keep track of it. If there was a lot of mechanics and stuff, I think we would go crazy.
Yeah,
This
true.
is also
No,
why
this is
we've
a-
made it. This game is a good choice for a first
For
game.
our first one. Yep, definitely. But yes, I'm not regretting our choices so far.
No, I
Gotta
like it.
say, yeah,
I like the
I
look
like where
of
we're
it.
at.
I like
like
where we're
a-
at.
It's pleasing.
I think that we're pretty much on track.
Yes, I think so. Maybe a bit late, but not by much.
Yeah, a little bit late
Little
because
bit
we had
late.
to redo the terrain. We had a busy week and
Yeah,
stuff.
stuff like that. But not too late in the sense that there are things we had planned for the next step that
Mm.
we've already done, and
Exactly.
things that were planned for this step that we haven't.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that
We're mostly
we're,
on track. I
we're on
think.
track. Like time-wise, we're on track. Not exactly the planning we had in mind, but that's normal.
That's
First
normal. I
one.
made that planning without knowing what we were doing and how we were working, so
True.
it's normal to figure stuff out.
True. So yes.
I didn't think we'd have to redo the terrain, for example, which
Me
put a
neither.
big dent into the rhythm that made me basically work on a bunch of other stuff for a while.
Yeah, same.
That's why we
Same.
worked on stuff that we had planned for later that
Yeah.
now.
Exactly. So
So that's a big thing.
yes.
But since that's
and
fixed now, we can now start to put in forests, put in
yeah,
paths,
no, I mean,
color the
just-
terrain.
just that I think is very satisfying
Yeah, look at this.
because things are together, things look good together.
Yeah,
We're sticking to a good aesthetic so far.
I like the style of everything. It's very
Yeah, no,
pretty.
it works.
Mm.
So that's a good sign for later on when we're gonna start to make forests.
Yes,
I think it's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be
Uh,
fun.
We're gonna still have a little a lot of incidents, I think, but
Oh yeah.
probably none as bad as the hole in the map.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
Let's touch some wood.
fingers crossed. Touch
Fingers
some wood.
crossed.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
yay! But that's the thing. You never know. You never know.
We'll never know.
Probably.
Well, we'll know in a couple weeks, but right now we don't know.
Right now we don't know. We don't know anything until we hit it.
Yay.
So- but yes, no. As we go and as we keep going, we're gonna be able to anticipate a lot more issues and a lot
Mhm.
more things. But yeah, first game. Hey,
We're learning every day.
every day.
There's so much stuff I didn't know how to do even a month ago.
Same. I mean, we've started a lot of things together right now on
Mhm.
this, and we're making a game, and the game is going on great. So
Yeah.
yes, we're reassuring ourselves. That was a
Yeah.
week of tiredness and doubt. So
Exactly.
we're like pep talking ourselves right now.
Yes.
It's pep talk time. But no, we're good.
Since
And
we're making good progress,
Mhm.
we should figure out a name for this game.
true, that was the next point to go
That's
today.
the next point.
We need to figure out the more definitive title for the game. More
A better
definitive
name. If you have an
Yeah.
idea, just tell us.
Remember that for now, the working name is They See Me Rowing
They vibe in.
they vibe in.
This is not a great title. It's not a game title I want to use.
Yes, me
It doesn't
neither.
fit.
It's a fun joke for the documentation,
Exactly.
but it doesn't fit the vibe of the game.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need a new one.
If you have any ideas for titles, if you're on the
Send it to
Patreon,
us.
you can tell us on Discord. Otherwise, you can tell us on wherever we're on Twitter,
Wherever
right?
you
Like
find us.
here or wherever.
The chat or Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
Blue
I'll try to
Sky.
keep a list of all the names that we get, and we'll see.
Sorry, I was distracted by the cat.
Yeah, I think he's trying to leave without dropping stuff.
Or dropping himself.
No.
No, it just
Yeah, he
went fine.
he figured out another spot. Anyway,
Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Hi.
yeah, we didn't pay attention to him for a minute, so
So he left. But yeah, names.
yeah, name for the game. I have no big ideas. One
Me
other
neither.
title we had for a bit that it was a short break.
But yeah, it's too much like a short
it's
hike.
too close to a short hike. I
Yep.
feel. Campfun.
Mixing campfire and autumn. Huh.
Ah,
There's something in there.
let's see. I'm adding your names.
Copying names and ideas.
Campfun.
That's a good idea.
Adeline says Lake of Campers.
Sea of Thieves, Lake of Campers.
Yeah, I know,
Get
but
it?
I'm
Get it.
adding it to the list as well.
But
We'll
yeah,
see.
if you have ideas, yeah, don't hesitate.
Yeah, because
Naming things is hard.
exactly.
So we might find, I probably am gonna have, an idea at 3 a.m. and be like,
Of course.
I know, we're gonna call it this.
It's the same thing for every project. At some point, you're just gonna stumble into a name that fits.
Absolutely.
I don't think I've ever had a trouble releasing something and without a name. I've never had trouble finding a name at some point. It might take a while, but we're gonna get there.
Okay, I've faced different issues, which is with commercial projects.
Oh yeah, of course.
You do have to pay attention to what your title says,
Mm.
because it's one of the first point of contacts with your project.
Of course.
Especially with a game where there are many games and you have a lot of things to sum up with a few words. Or you can take a very long title, but that's not very internet friendly.
Yeah, it needs to fit the vibe.
marketplace
It needs to be not too generic. It needs to be a lot of things. It needs to
needs to be
be
a lot of
quite
things,
short.
But also it needs to be unique, because probably other games, considering the number of games that come out every day,
There's so many games.
you need something unique that nobody has taken, at least in your niche,
Mm.
or in your on your platform or something
Exactly.
like that, or at least not something that is very commercial or very recognized. So recently, on one of the projects, Masters of Light, that comes out next month. Soon. We're in May this month. It should come out this month. So it's a game I've been hired to work on, and it's been in development for a while. It's finally coming out, and it's a VR game. So we had much less games to compete with in terms of naming, but we still had a few. And also because we're in VR, so we're on a limited pool of games, but that doesn't mean that we can risk being, confused with a game that's not in VR. So that's why you see a lot of VR games having VR in the name. It's because they need the distinction so that when you put in the name in Google, it comes up.
Exactly.
And so for Masters of Light, that wasn't the name at all for most of the production. And we had a name we were happy with, but we realized that we couldn't use it because it's not that there was a game that was called like that. There was a movie called like that. And
That's
so
bad.
Every time you would Google it, you would fall into the movie because it had much more it had been out for years. We didn't know the movie. It wasn't a very famous movie, but it has an IMDb page. It has, a little bit of public and stuff. And so we went like, okay, we're starting over. And we had so many discussions and ideas and stupid ideas at some point. Like at some point, I'm pretty sure someone put into the box of idea into the chat Brittany Sparks, instead of Britney Spears, something like that, because we were at that point of having trouble
course.
brainstorming the name. So yeah, no, I've had stories like that every once in a while. And sometimes you have games or projects that just have a working title and that becomes the main title. I have another little tidbit of info. There was a game I worked on. I'm not going to be able to say the name because I don't know if I can,
legal
NDAs.
stuff.
And so that game, we had a very simple one-word title, and then we had a tagline. Okay, the trailer comes out at E3. RIP in peace. E3. Bye. Bye, bitch. And the press sees the name and the tagline and thinks it's the full name.
Oh no.
So it had to become the full name starting from that point because it wasn't supposed to be. But then you went from a one-word title to a full sentence. One-word title, period, the tagline, and that became the full name of the game. And now people are, and then once the game came out and it had its success and it had a lot of players and stuff, cool. But now people are like, using the first letters of each word as to talk about it because it's too long and stuff.
Yeah,
and we're like, we know, we've been known, So yeah, naming things is hard when you do have a very commercial project.
The little game where you go on a short hike and walk through a forest and go for a little row around the lake, and it's gonna be very cute and fun. Yes. Please play.
That's the coolest name you could think of. Please play.
It's a long name.
Not for this project, but that could be fun for another game. Please play.
This is the game.
But yes, that's what.
Just gonna call it, yeah.
Yeah.
Small Dreamers game number 1.
Please play.
Please play.
Tagline, please play. But yes, no, that's naming things is hard, and finding the right name for the right thing. In our case, it's not necessarily hard so much as we need to find something that pleases us, which is already complicated enough, but not that hard. We just need to, go on the flow of it.
Yeah, just think about I have it in the back of my mind all the time, and at some point something is gonna jump up and it's gonna be okay, yes, that fits.
Yeah, we're gonna find something that clicks, and then discuss it and brainstorm it and modify it a bit, and then come back to the first idea as usual.
Yeah, that's how it's always been with my album titles as well.
Aww.
I always figure them out at some point, and I've always said I don't want to have a self-titled album ever. And so I always try, and I don't want to name the album after one of the songs either.
That makes sense. I understand.
I mostly did that. Yeah, I always did that, and I changed the. I mainly combine more a couple songs into one. Hello,
Hey,
Shasha Max.
Hi.
Thanks for following.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have that much trouble naming my own things, but usually either I work with other people, so we have just a discussion about it and brainstorm a few ideas and pick one, or it's my own thing and I just name it whatever comes. When I'm at 3 a.m. when I've been working for hours on it, and I go like, that's
it. That's
fine.
the name. It will be fine.
Okay, let's go.
We're done.
Put it out. Publish. That's it. I'm done. Most of my videos were like that. If you look at my videos, there is a different name on the thumbnail, in the video itself, and then in YouTube, because I don't care. I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I get that.
Call it whatever you like, as long as you call,
Yeah. If you've seen the video, that's more important than whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't care, and I'm
and
not.
That's a lot. That's the case a lot now with YouTube videos as well. They go algorithm stuff and changing thumbnails and stuff.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. Whatever videos are called doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Also, they change it. If you do want to play with the algorithm, you probably gonna have to change it along the way so that the video stays, on top of the algorithm for a bit. So you can see a lot of video of YouTubers changing the name. Like you'd click on the video, it has one title. If you were to keep it in a tab forgotten for a few days, you might see it change because the algorithm wasn't picking it up properly or something, or they got advice from someone else. Usually that's what happens. Personally, I've decided I didn't care very early on.
Yeah.
And I
don't
stopped,
care either.
and I didn't care, you know.
I might care if there was if there was someone paying me to care, but right now I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like for as I said, for commercial projects, sure, I'll put in my 2 cents. I'll brainstorm and think very seriously about the implications of the title and how to promote it with the simple title and how to make it,
Ooh,
you know, something.
there's some more titles.
Whatever you like.
Emanates.
Whatever you hike. Oh, right.
Whatever
Good
you
one.
like, and then
Okay.
G. I need to type that name. A_7.
Whatever you hike.
Whatever
Nice.
you hike is pretty nice.
Yeah,
Might fit.
could fit. I would probably want to change it into wherever.
Wherever you hike.
Because sure, there is not the pun anymore, but it's more closer to what we want to achieve with the game.
Yes.
So
We're getting there.
we're getting there. Nice. Thank you.
That's a very nice one.
Thank you. Brainstorming with us. Thank you.
We'll
Yeah.
see. That's a good one. Wherever you hike, I like
Yeah.
that one.
I like that
Ah.
one. It has the correct vibe.
Yeah.
It has a good vibe.
It's going on the list and it's pretty high up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you again. Yeah,
See, the more minds.
absolutely.
If you put a couple brains together, we're bound to find something.
The hive mind is starting finally.
Yeah, we only have a couple of brain cells to share, so
So
it's
thank you
good to have some more.
Yeah, add yours, please. Contribute. Thank you. Oh yeah.
Altogether, we're gonna be a supercomputer. No, we're barely a regular computer.
Yeah, I mean
We're like a Game Boy.
I'm a Game Boy, yes. I can do Game Boy at top, at most, you know, on the best days, you know. That's my most, I think. But yes.
Yes.
Wow. All right. Probably gonna be a short stream, so we can.
Well, we've been going for 55 minutes.
That's fun.
That's not so
That's
short.
fun. That's not the the 2.5 hours of usual. So that's why I say that.
Yeah.
But yes, as we said at the beginning, a bit tired, bit busy, so not as much things to show.
No, but there's
But-
stuff coming.
Yeah.
And
The more I look at
I'm
it,
guessing
the more
that
happy I
once
am.
we start populating the world, it's going to be more impressive visually. Like, oh wow,
Absolutely.
they've made a lot of progress,
Yes.
which is good.
Next week, maybe.
Next week,
Maybe next
hopefully.
week we're gonna log in and we're gonna show you Godot and be like, that's not the same engine. Yes, it is.
It's still the same. Look, it's more laggy now.
True. That's or
I can see it here. It's lagging like crazy. I don't know why.
I don't know why. Probably because I haven't completely integrated things properly yet.
And it's yeah. I looked away and now I'm looking here. I don't know why it was hovering on 40 frames for some
Yeah,
reason.
Probably a few things mashing together that shouldn't. We'll see.
We'll figure it
see.
out.
When we cannot move anymore, we're gonna start worrying. Okay.
Exactly.
When it's a slideshow, we start worrying. Okay?
For now, we still have 90 frames. It's good.
That's good. It's good.
30 frames to spare before we need to worry.
Uh,
No, that's not true.
20.
Yeah, we'll see.
20. Well, we're not in VR, so we don't have to. But I think it's a good.
Especially in the
It's a
engine.
good. It's a good. Yeah, limit to have. Is if you want to have a game come out on VR and so that it's validated by the constructor, you at least if you want to publish on the headsets that are like the Oculus and are closed systems, you need to have a heavy validation and it's 70 FPS. You can drop to 30, but only if there is no movement at that point. So if it's a loading sequence or something like that. But even then, you have to have it has to be very rare.
Yeah, it needs to be stable
So-
because if it's not stable, people are gonna get sick.
Yeah, no, and also below 65, I think you start to really feel it and get vertigo. At least I do.
Yeah.
Whenever we were testing and things were still pretty early in prototype, I was getting sick pretty constantly developing it and making the fights. So yeah, it was just yeah, it's not very comfortable, but I think it's a good benchmark to keep.
I still
Like-
want to make a VR game someday.
Yeah, me too. We're good. It's in the list.
It's on the list. There will be a VR
on the
game.
list.
It's
There
not gonna
are
be
ideas.
real soon because it seems like a whole nother can of worms I don't want to open yet.
Definitely.
But we'll see.
Especially, I think we should wait a bit for Godot to be better at it. It's starting to get there.
Godot is pretty good with VR apparently, but I have not seen any games using it yet.
That's why I say that.
So
It's
we'll see.
It's not.
I've seen a couple prototypes that seem pretty fun,
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Fun is not a prototype. A fun prototype is not a game that's coming out.
Exactly.
There are a lot of other restrictions and these things to do for a commercial project. So I would want to see a bit more games really come out made by Godot. But since Godot is a bit late to the party, we're gonna see those games come out soon, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So I want to see that first, and also they're still adding and building the engine.
Yeah,
it's an open
God of
source
War
thing.
has been out for less than a year, I believe.
Yeah,
So,
honestly, I trust that we are gonna have a lot more tools and
Mm.
stuff to come. And even if it's not right in Godot or within, not waiting for the next version of Godot necessarily, probably plugins and stuff are gonna also
Mhm.
get better to help us.
of course, there
So, yeah.
are there are some plugins that should work.
Yeah.
So,
There are things I looked into them, but I mean, by comparison, Unity is
Mm.
way more used for a reason. I
yeah.
don't want to use it here, but for VR, it's the leading one right now because it's done a lot, and also all the SDKs, which are the development kits, from Oculus to others,
Steam and stuff,
Vive
yeah.
and HTC and stuff, are very good at compatibility with Unity. Unreal Engine also does a lot of good things with that, and there are a lot of good games that come out with it. But Unity has been so far the engine used for VR in a lot of commercial projects. So by comparison, what we have in Godot is
Yeah, it's a little rough,
Bit
and I
rough.
don't think I'm good enough technically yet to be able to fix the issues we could have.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's viable for now.
for now. But I
It
mean,
would be it would not
In a
be a
few
waste of time, but I think we would not be able to finish a game yet.
yeah,
So
but
we'll see.
We'd probably end up with
Later.
a funny prototype,
Yeah,
but not something that looks
Mm.
rounded. Like we
which
would
is
wish to.
fine, but
Which
it's
could
not
be-
exactly the goal of what we're
could be a
trying to
fun
do.
project, but once again, I don't want that to be the second game we made.
No, that's for
so
sure.
yeah, that's for a bit later.
It's
and
for later. We'll
for
see.
for once, it's really for later.
It's
not
a
in 2
problem for
weeks,
future us
but
in a
down
long
the
time.
line, down the line,
Way
So,
down the
yeah.
line, like
But yes,
game at least 4 or 5. for
probably
sure.
yes. I mean, if we don't crack before, because we do have a very nice one, a very funny one.
Yeah,
that
we
I
have a
want to
fun
make.
idea, but we'll see.
I want to make it so bad. So yes, we're gonna make VR games at some point because it's fun.
Yeah. For those that don't have a headset, we might figure something out.
We'll figure something out. We'll make a very ugly, a weird camera prototype for a PC, normal PCs, so that you can play it still. It's just not gonna be the same.
No, we'll see.
We'll see, but it's not.
I'll
gonna be
figure
the same.
something out.
Yes, we will. We'll find a way to make that
course.
happen. Because yeah, we know
VR is
headsets aren't accessible per se.
it's expensive and not very accessible, and some people don't like it.
Then for a reason, for good reasons.
Mm.
And honestly, also it's not just that it's expensive. It also requires having room,
Mm.
to play with it.
Yeah.
So you can use it as another screen, which is what Apple is trying to do. But I think one of my main pet peeves with VR headsets is that people are like, oh, it's getting more and more. It's getting cheaper. If you look at Oculus headset, yes, it's cheaper
Yeah,
than a
it's
console.
a little cheaper, yeah.
It's cheaper than a new console. So next gen one, at least. But it's also, it's not just the price. You have to have a living room for that.
Mm.
You cannot play in a studio that's like very tiny. You cannot play like if you live in a big city and it's expensive. You might not have room. If you don't have much money to live in a big space, you do not have room. You have to make it, and it's a bit of a pain. It's not as comfortable as a lot of people who love VR wants you to believe,
Yeah.
and I'm very aware of that.
I like my VR headset, but I cannot play games where you have to walk around in a room because I don't have the space for
Yeah.
it.
And I do like mine, and I made the space for it
Mm.
when I moved. But for a while, I had a lot of trouble, especially
Yeah,
for
it's
work,
complicated.
because I was like, no, I'm testing the game in a very tiny space. You don't realize, guys, you're testing in your office or in the studio space and stuff. Personally, I work from home. I do not have that much room,
Yeah.
so I'm telling you, a
Mm.
lot of people are in my case, and you should think about them too. So we had a lot of heated discussions at first on some of the projects I've worked on, because yes, VR is not accessible for many reasons.
No,
Not just the physical, but just also resources.
If we make a VR game, I want it to be able to be played even while sitting down, basically.
Yes. Also,
So you
that.
can maybe, if there's gonna be movement and stuff, but I want it to be I want it to be possible to be played even sitting down,
honestly, I think it's a good
because then it's
thing.
the most accessible for people
for VR
to play
at
for
least.
VR. And even people, well, if there's people standing up and stuff, that's also fun and that's good. I know that I like to stand up when I play, and I have a little space just here, but it's basically I can stand up, put my arms all around me, and rotate on myself. But that's it. I cannot move. If I take one step forward, I'm gonna hit the wall.
Yeah.
If I take a step backward, I'm gonna destroy my Lego city. That's not the goal.
True, that's not the goal. We like the Lego City. We do. We really do.
Yeah.
Put us on full screen
Let
so that
us
they can
put
see a
bigger.
bit more of the
Yeah. Look at this
Lego
city.
City. It's very nice.
It's very big.
We do
it's
not
not
want to
finished.
destroy that. It's huge.
Yes.
It's probably bigger than the space I had for VR at some point.
It's I might have it's gotten a little out of hand. I've put myself on a Lego ban for now.
I call that out of hand. I call that very funny. Very interesting. Very funny.
Yeah, it's
There are
gotten out of
little-
hand.
Little things everywhere that I love. Anyway, yeah. We'll put photos somewhere at some point.
I'll do a small video on it at some point, but I need to finish it. But that's the goal. That's the thing. It's a Lego city. I'll make a video when it's finished. It's never gonna be finished.
You you like Legos too much to
I
finish it
know.
ever.
It's gonna be
There's
changed every time.
always gonna be something to add
Mhm.
or change.
Yes.
And everything in there, these are just Lego pieces.
Yeah. And there's
So-
stuff in my room behind here
Too.
as well.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah. So there's, it's never gonna be finished. But you could do a little annual tour.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it,
That's a good idea.
Little
But
video.
I don't want to turn my Lego into content.
I understand that.
Because it needs to be something I do for me
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
not for
understand
views and stuff.
But I would also love to have, a little bit more
Of course. Of course.
infos about what's going on, especially if you
Yeah.
modify it, as you were saying the other day.
Yeah, it's
So-
all original Lego buildings that are modified to fit the city.
Yeah. So there are a lot of hidden things and little themes and stuff.
Mm.
So yeah, we're probably gonna still show a bit of it to you because it's just very fun. I just love it. I love it a lot. So
Yeah,
That-
I'll put in more characters and stuff at some point, and then we'll do
little-
something with it.
little hide and seek game in it or something like that for everyone. Yeah, I understand
We'll
not
see.
wanting to make it into a content machine, but
Mm.
just for yourself, archiving,
Of
a
course.
yearly thing.
Oh, I
would be
take pictures
fun.
of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway,
Anyway,
that was a Lego
you
detour.
you've always had that city, the Lego city, since I've known you. It's
Yeah.
changed.
I'd have it.
Tons.
I got back into Lego when the Lego movie came out, because it
Ah.
was the first time I had an apartment that was big enough.
Mm.
So I went back to my dad's house and I got all my old Lego back, because my little brother wasn't playing with it and didn't want it, so I just took it. And then since I had a job and the adult people money and not adult impulses, it got a little out of hand. But that's fine.
It happens. It happens. We all have our things. It's fine. Yep. No, I collect
a hobby.
pins. I collect pins and mugs, so I
Mm.
cannot judge you. I had to stop because I had to buy shelves just for the mugs. So I stopped. I decided that now I do not buy any more mugs, but I gift them to people instead. So I buy mug gifts to a lot of people
That's
to
nice.
satisfy the craving. And sometimes I do, have a little bit of, oh, okay, that's a nice one. That's a memory or something like that. Like I bought the same set that I bought my grandmother for her birthday, so that we have the same. And it's one that has, the Fuji view, the Mount Fuji view.
Oh yeah,
The wave.
cool.
And they're shaped very weirdly. So I love them,
Nice.
and she loved them too. So we have that in common. So that's cute. That makes it more significant than just I like this mug. So yeah, I only allow myself these little moments of finally I'm gonna buy another mug. Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's how I view the Lego as well. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I did this. It's gonna be my reward.
Ah, that's fine. I do that with tattoos.
Mm.
So
I do that also with tattoos.
yeah, let me tell you, there's gonna be one at least this year. At least one.
There's gonna be one for me as well.
But yeah, no,
We'll see.
so at least one for sure.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I think we should stop here because we're
Yeah.
starting to ramble and talk about
we're
random
going
stuff.
way out of topic. So
So yes, this week the hole is gone. We were tired, so we didn't make as much progress as
And then, but we still added everything we have. We changed the water. We have a new terrain.
yeah,
Progress has been made.
progress has
nonetheless.
been made, and we'll see you all next week for some more progress.
Probably going to be a bit more spectacular, I think. Or at
I
least
hope so.
Way visible.
That's the plan at least.
Yeah. So tune
Hopefully
in.
there's gonna be forests.
Forests.
Yes, I added that S in there.
Plural. Haha.
Multiple forests.
Multiple forests, areas, stuff. We're gonna have probably a little bit of FX, a little bit of nice thingies going on
We'll see.
here and there that are adding the final touches.
Mm.
Grass.
Grass.
Gotta
Oh,
be
I
able
also
to
need
touch
to make
grass.
the paddle for the boat.
Oh right, the placeholder looks too nice. That's a mistake.
It's 2 squares.
Yeah, but it's
But
still
yes.
too nice. It looks too nice.
We'll see. I'll make a prettier one.
Yay! Okay, cool. So
It
you're
seems like
joining me?
a pretty simple shape to make in Blender.
True.
So I could probably make that pretty quickly.
Yee.
Anyway.
that could be a nice first one. But anyway,
Mm.
yes, because you're joining me on Blender.
Blender.
I'll look into making FX grass so that we can all touch grass in the game instead of going outside
Yeah.
for real. Good plan. Good plan for me.
Yes.
Good plan for me. But see you next week. Same
Yes.
place, same time. As usual, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. I don't remember.
If
how
you want to
finish
help
this.
us make this game by giving us money,
You can
you can find us on Patreon.
find us on Patreon. I think it's !Patreon in the chat, probably.
Yes.
If I haven't broken anything yet.
Let's see.
I don't know. We'll see. But yes, support us on Patreon if you can. Yay. thanks.
Yay.
If you can afford
If
it.
you can afford it.
No obligation. We understand that things
Of
are
course.
difficult for everyone, and also, yeah, you cannot give money to every project you find even a little bit cool.
I know.
To my
Our projects are way cooler
sadness,
though.
continual sadness.
Our project is the coolest, so
Of
you
course,
should give
of
us
course.
money.
Sure. No, don't. really don't if you can't.
No, it's
Um,
fine.
It's fine. Having you in chat is really, really great already. So trust me, it makes a whole world of difference. Have
Yes.
a nice week.
Have a nice week. We'll see you all next Wednesday and listen to this song we made in 2017.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
One, two, three, let's go. If you're no drummer, this is the place to be. Using your finger all the way to glory. Follow the rhythm, snap, snare, kick the beat like an algorithm. You'll soon get it. Tap your fingers like a human jackhammer. If you miss one out, don't act like a loser. Get back on track before you mess it up. Fake it, make it, and toughen up, buttercup. Now focus, you can't afford to miss a beat. Stay with me, you ain't got time for any tweets. There's more coming, you should stay in line. Here's more drumming, no time to whine. If you think this is hard, just wait till the end. This sure gets worse as is the usual trend. It's bend or break, fingers flowing like crazy. Make no mistakes, don't you dare get all clumsy. Clap, clap, think you're up to the task. Think you got time to smile and bask. We're going minimal, digital and completely lethal. It's a gamble, a hassle, a razzle, dazzle. But wait, here comes the final. Digit on the drums, don't you ruin the mood. Clap back on the beat, finger licking good. Go down on the snare, pretend you're drowning. Boom boom goes the bass when you start banging. Fingers crossing, working up to the climax. Smack that, tap that, maximize your impact. No butterfingers here, we won't go slower. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. Grind up till you're feeling on fire.